Heaven's California.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be reacting to a video by Nightmare Files. Like I said in my last video, I'm still going to be talking about the Canada game, so it is 5-0 now after 2 periods. So obviously, I feel a bit more comfortable now than 4-0 after 1, but 5-0 after 2 is pretty, comfortable, you would think at least. So of course I'm still going to watch the third period, still going to watch everything and stuff. But yeah, this is going to be a Nightmare Falls video, and of course during the game I was like, oh, Mr. Nightmare uploaded, perfect, now another video to do, but I'm happy today, so hopefully I'm also happy tomorrow against Russia. That'll be really hard, and that'll be a really good game for sure. Anyway, it's about 11 minutes, 37 seconds, 3 terrifying, true home intruder horror stories. I remember horror stories like this always made me nervous, so let's go.
Front porch. I continued to lay down flat on the couch, then I stuck my head just above the back of the couch very slowly. I've never been so frightened in my life.
I've always been nervous about like home invasions when I was younger, always. Like, it must be so scary to go through. That's the thing, it's terrifying to probably go through.
This happened when I was 14 years old and staying at a friend's house.
That's awful.
It was a cold, misty, moonless October Friday night. Halloween was upon us, and all the usual pranks that come along with it. In the weeks up to that night, the usual pranks of knocking on doors and running, friends knocking on windows to scare you and stuff like that. But this night was different. This night is what nightmares are made of. Recently, my friend's sister, for this story we'll call Jamie, was being harassed and stalked by some guy who she didn't know. We just came back from a haunted house. Then we turned on the TV and started to watch The Exorcist in the living room. It had to be around 11 or midnight.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Bark at the back door. So I went to see what she was barking at. And I heard the fence rattle. I didn't think anything of it as it could have been the wind or
It's not the
an
wind.
animal.
It's not an animal.
So I went back in the living room and continued to watch TV with my friend. Then all of a sudden, Jamie screamed from her room.
That's horrible. It's not the
We ran to
wind.
see what was going on. Jamie said someone was knocking on her window and saw someone run to the back of the house. Just then, we heard someone trying to pry open the sliding back door.
Fuck
And when
off,
I ran
man.
in there, I saw someone standing there with a ski mask and hoodie on. His eyes were void of feeling, void of any sense of morality. I made sure the extra lock was set.
Call the
He
police.
seen me do this and started to bang on the glass. Then all of a sudden he took off running. I asked my friend if the front door was locked, and a look of terror came over his face. He ran to lock the front door, then all of a sudden it swung slightly open.
Oh my god.
Luckily he got there in time to stop it from opening.
I thought he ran away, like away from the
Intruder
house.
got his arm inside the door. He kept pushing it open so ever so
Slam his
slightly.
arm in.
My friend yelled for me to help as Jamie
Help.
was frozen and frightened, screaming. I ran as fast as I could and slammed my shoulder into the door, smashing the intruder's arm in between the door and the door jamb. He jerked his arm out enough that we could close the door and
Lock it.
The stalker was screaming and banging on the door,
Call
yelling over and
the
over.
police
Jamie,
now.
I'm gonna get you. If not tonight, it'll be another time. And I'm going to kill those kids for what they've done.
My god.
I grabbed a baseball bat and my friend grabbed a shotgun out of the closet.
Oh shit,
we
you
thought
have a
he was
shotgun.
going to try and get back in.
Call the police.
We called
Dummies.
the police and waited what seems like hours
Finally.
before we went out to see if anyone was around. But all we found was handprints on windows and footprints in the mud leading to the backyard. The stalker's identity was never found out. And after that incident, Jamie was never bothered again. But after the incident, Jamie was never the same. She was quiet, distant, and it was hard for her to trust people.
That's terrifying at 14 years
It took a long
old.
time for her to be herself again.
Yeah, I can see why.
It makes you think you never know who's watching you, who's following you in person or on social media. You don't know what their intent is, or if they have nefarious intentions. The world has become an information nightmare, and for that you never know who is spying, peeping, and lying, waiting to ambush you.
That's
You
true.
always have to be aware of your surroundings and ensure you are able to keep yourself safe.
It's scary though. Like you never know what's gonna happen, and like I'm just glad they're okay, and they're 14 years old too. Like move out of the house, move out of the fucking city, state, country, get out.
This happened 9 years ago when I was 15 years old.
Of course,
It was a
15 years
Friday
old.
morning at school,
Why
and
is it
my
always
friend told
Fridays?
me that
Friday
she would
morning.
spend the night. Throughout the
Okay,
day,
Friday night. Oh, of
we
course,
spoke
another
about
Friday
what we
night.
could do for entertainment. But by the end of the day, she let me know that she couldn't stay for the night.
Oh,
On my way home, my mother texted me to let me know that I would be home alone tonight because she picked up a shift from 7 to 7. She was a nurse, and that happened frequently. My mother started dinner while I was watching TV in the living room. But as I'm watching TV, I randomly look out of the window because I heard a car going down the street, and like I usually do, I look at it because we live right at the end of a dead-end street.
oh,
This car didn't stop. It just circled around and crept down the street. About 30
well,
minutes
that's
later,
not
I saw the
suspicious
same
at all.
car while I was watching TV. It did the same thing.
Sus,
Went to the end of the street very slowly and turned around.
suspicious,
The windows were tinted, so I couldn't really see how many people were in there.
even more suspicious.
It was around 6:30 when my mother was walking out of the door. It was the winter time, so it was already dark outside, but it was unusually warm also.
I'm nervous for the
So I threw
mom.
my mother's food away because it was trash, and she could never cook, and I made a few bags of popcorn. I was
Wow.
content with that. I laid on our couch, turned on movies, and started to text my friends.
Okay.
It also became hot in there, so I opened a window that was behind the couch. My
Bad
mother hated
idea.
when I opened it up because there's no screen.
Bad
so I
idea.
opened it up just a few inches and laid back down.
Still,
A few minutes later, someone knocked at the door. As I'm getting up, I can hear about 3 people talking, only because my window was open, but I don't think they noticed it because it sounded like they were whispering in a way where they definitely did not want me to hear. I
Don't
opened the
answer it.
door,
What?
expecting to see a few people, but to my surprise, I only saw one.
oh,
Parked a few houses down.
oh, they're
I
hiding
saw
behind.
the car that kept riding
They're
up
going
and
around the
down
house or
street.
something.
Anyways, when I opened the door, the man asked me, was Daryl home? I said that no, Daryl lives here. Then he asked me, were my parents home? And I said, no, my mother's gone for the night. He said, okay, with a smirk on his face. And he said, sorry to bother you, and he left.
Oh, they'll be
I laid
back.
down,
They'll be
watched
back.
a few movies, then I dozed off.
Those.
Maybe around midnight, I think. All of a sudden, I was awakened with a sound. I didn't know what it was.
Are they in the house already?
I looked at the clock and it said 3:02 a.m.
Oh,
Then I heard another noise. It was
That sounds
footsteps
like
behind me
going
outside
up
of the
the
window
stairs.
on my front porch. I continued to lay down flat on the couch. Then I stuck my head just above the back of the couch very slowly. I've never been so frightened in my life. There was a man pressing his face against my front window trying to look inside.
oh my God, that's so
Frozen in
creepy.
fear.
Oh my
I
God.
don't think he could see me because I was right under him.
Chills,
It was
chills,
dark
chills.
Inside, the only light being my TV. Then the guy did something that almost made me scream. I laid flat again on the couch and the guy in the window said, "She's asleep right there. If she screams, I'll shut her up." He then started to lift the window.
Oh my God.
I ran in the kitchen to grab my mother's gun while he struggled
Gun?
with the window. As I'm running, I dialed 911 and put them on speaker.
And be like, I have a gun, bitch.
Ran to the window with the gun, pointed it, and told them that I would
Yes.
shoot.
Yes.
And the police are on the way. The guy was halfway inside when I held the gun to him. He froze while the other guys ran off the porch.
Yeah, there you go, bitch. Fuck
I
off.
made the guy stay there when the police were on the way. He was arrested, and my mother never took a night shift again.
Good.
At the same time, I'm glad my mother taught me what to do in those type of situations because it could have ended up a lot worse.
Oh yeah. So these two stories both had a gun, a shotgun, a handgun. That's really good. It's really good to have a gun on you just in case, and then you can grab it, and then boom, and then they're all like crap, you know.
This story happened August 14th, 2003.
Please
when
tell
I
me
was
we're
14
14.
years old.
Again.
On the street that had a lot of boys on.
I swear to God, if it was a Friday
All
night.
of us were the same age and would frequently spend the night over each other's houses.
What night?
And simply
Friday?
just hang out. There were literally around 10 boys the same grade. It was a Thursday afternoon.
Okay, Thursday
Five
afternoon.
of my friends came over to hang out.
But still close enough.
We were all inside my room when all of a sudden the power went out. I yelled outside my window to tell my father because he was cutting our grass.
Oh.
I went to check the fuses, but the power never turned back on. All of my friends went home, and shortly after that, they all started calling me, telling me that their power was also out.
Oh.
So we all met outside and played football in the street. At this point, it was all 10 of us plus other
Why?
kids.
Because it was August, so it's still light outside.
Once it
Okay,
started
gotcha.
to become darker outside, we started to notice that it was a blackout, but we didn't know the severity of it. It was very hard to see, so we all grabbed flashlights and played hide and
Why
seek.
isn't that? Yeah, the street lights are out. It's so scary though. What the hell would you do that? Like
My parents
flashlights you
rode
need?
down our street while we were playing, along with other parents. After a while, we saw some old guy walking down the street that we didn't know, but we didn't pay any attention to him.
Yeah, just a guy walking
As it grew
down the
later,
street,
we all
right?
decided to go home. A few guys came to my house, but no one's parents were home. At least that's what I noticed.
Why?
I don't think anyone else noticed it though. My friend across the street stayed home, so we all called him. He was telling me that he wished that his mother would stay out of his room. I asked him why did he say that. He said because when he went to his room, his underwear was dumped all on his bed everywhere.
It's not your mom.
I said that's weird. Then he said I keep hearing her upstairs walking around the room.
It's not your
I
mom.
told him that's impossible. Then me and a few of my friends got up and looked out of my window across the street at his room. I asked him, does he still hear the footsteps? And he said, yeah. Then we all saw someone walk across his window.
A guy?
It was that random guy we saw earlier. I told him that is not his mom, and they get out of the house. Then we
Call the
called our
police.
other friends, ran across the street, and ran into the house.
Call the police first.
We beat the crap out of that guy.
Oh.
I called the police. We come to find out that this guy had been arrested in the past for similar acts. Luckily, we saw him when we did. Because who knows what would have happened.
Yeah, like if you went upstairs to like see or something, that would have been terrifying. 30 seconds left in this video. Okay. Sorry, I thought someone was up here, so I just made sure, but yeah, so pretty good video for sure. Be careful if you think something's unusual and it's like suspicious or something, then like report it, you know? Oh, there was one time, I didn't tell you guys this. My cat. I didn't tell you guys this, I don't think. A while ago, it was like, I don't know how long the car was there for, but it was a car not like, you know how there's like a sidewalk and a sidewalk? It was parked on the further sidewalk. So like our house is here, the sidewalk's here, then they were on like the other side, right? So I kind of parked there. A guy was in the car, I think, for a few hours. And then it was like 11 p.m. and then the car was still there with the guy still on the side. So my mom was kind of like, and then she went to bed like reluctantly. And nothing happened, but like the next night I was ready to call the police. Like I was so paranoid. I had my phone. Oh, first time, what the hell's that sound? I had my phone ready, kind of like sitting in the kitchen, just kind of like looking outside. I don't think the car ever came back, but I was like, what the fuck, it's so weird. Like, you know, it's so weird. Like, who the hell? Like, maybe they weren't even suspicious. Like, maybe they were just like waiting for someone in the car. Like, maybe they were just waiting, you know? Like, it doesn't mean it was suspicious, but like, you could still like report it. But I was ready to call the police if I saw that like guy still there. But yeah, and then my mom told me the next day. Oh, and I also remember one time where apparently some guy tried to steal our porch swing off our porch. And I was like, but he didn't, so it's all good. But yeah, apparently he tried to steal the porch swing, and I was like, what the hell, my dude? Like, what are you doing, my dude? And he never did. He left, I guess. Maybe he heard a car coming, or I don't know if it was in the middle of the night, but my sister was awake and she heard it, so I don't know. But I get really nervous, and knock on wood, because like, I get nervous. Like, anywhere you live, it's not safe necessarily. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys like this video. The next video I will watch is Mr. Nightmare, and this is going to be after the game. So see you guys then. Peace out. Thanks for watching, and yeah, peace out.